celebrating, doing it once again.
Members of the victorious Super Falcons on the podium smiling while receiving pleasantries from the Minister for Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong, and NFF President Amaju Pinnick.
Celebrating. Big opportunity here, and there's the goal!
The Super Falcons showed class to beat host Cameroon to achieve a record 8th title at the Women's African Cup of Nations.
Nigeria, again, history repeating itself. They are the champions.
Before the final game, the players were assured that all outstanding allowances and wages will be paid.
Everybody knows the situation of the country, but government is not relenting on its responsibility. They know that these girls deserve to be motivated. And then we got the assurance of the government that really whatever is due for them will surely be released and given to them.
The feeling of joy.
The players kept their part of the deal, won the trophy, but when they got back home, all they received was assurances and reassurances.
We are working around the clock to see how we'll raise funds in order to address the issue of their bonuses. And Your Excellency, the problem with the issue of non-payment has a long history. They have been owed a very long time, even before I came on board as a minister.
Well, since the money wasn't forthcoming, the African champions took their protest to the National Assembly.
Look at Cameroon that took second. Cameroon, their country welcomed them in a big way, gave them good reception. Now our people are here. For how much is this they're talking about? Nigeria have money. They can pay this. NFF complain there's no money. I think that they are doing injustice to these girls.
It's a purpose as if I should share my tears and cry now. Please go, I'm pleading to the government to come to their aid, to pay them their money so that this country can move forward. Because it's so annoying. Please.
Football followers in the country have described this situation as embarrassing and one that is not good for women's football development. The presidency has assured that the unpaid allowances will be paid, but the members of the Super Falcons have also vowed that they will continue the protest until they are sorted. Austin Okonakpan, Channels Television News. So that's it. A background story on what's going on with the Super Falcons of Nigeria, from smiles to dejection. That's not a good transition. Cecilia, over to you. What are you hearing from the base in Abuja?
Yeah, I think, we had stories that the presidents have actually ordered that they should be paid. But yesterday they met with the Senate Committee on Sports, and the guests were actually talking about the fact that, look, what they told them was that before Christmas, the money might come. But we'll just find out Sunday, Uchechi Sunday will be joining us this morning. We'll find out from her, how this story went down, what they were told, what they're expecting, if they can, actually get the money on time. Because from all indication, they're going to remain in the hotel until the allowances are paid. Good morning, Sunday.
Good morning.
So how are you guys doing this morning?
Oh, not that fine.
Okay, so tell me what's happening.
Nothing much. Just the whole thing, the way it started, nobody's happy. Everybody's just in shock what happened yesterday because it's not our way of celebrating as an African champion going on a protest in the class of assembly. It's really sad for us. It's not something we want to do. But that's the situation that we find ourselves. Like, nobody's talking to us. Nobody, like, even from the FA, nobody comes here to say anything. Like, that's what happened yesterday. That's what we are doing, like, just to go out to say something to the people, to get attention from the government. And we did. Because as we got yesterday, in the middle of the protest, our chief of staff came there to see us.
Uchechi, you broke me saying that in all of these, no member of the Nigeria Football Federation checked on you girls. But help us clarify the talks that they actually told you ladies to leave the hotel room. Is it true?
Yeah, that was when we came back, when we speak with the NFF president. So we called him. Some word he said was not encouraging at all. Like, if you not because we are experienced, like, this is what we have taken as a career, we should have given up that day. Because what we heard was like, full stop. We are so surprised. Like, that's coming from the NFF president. That's like they even said we should leave the hotel. That's what got us angry. So we say we are not leaving. because we came from. At least there should be a normal communication if something is wrong somewhere. Like, else this what's going on. We just have to sit down and have a normal conversation like adults. But that is last, and then nobody even care about us, the way they treated us. That's what got everybody hungry. That's why we started all this.
Okay, Uchechi. So what's next now? Are you as a team? Are you going to remain in the hotel until they pay you your money, or what's the next line of action for you?
Yesterday we had a meeting with the Senate Open Alpha, so we did some senator as well. So after the meeting, we had some good conversation with him. So we came back, we heard from the news that the president ordered to pay us within 48 hours. So that's what is keeping us. So we have to wait from now on to tomorrow to see what happens. Then we make our decision.
Okay.
Okay, well, Uchechi Sunday, thank you so much for taking our time to talk to us this morning. So we'll keep, talking to you girls to find the details, what's happening and how long you need to be there before this money will be released, since the presidents have already given the order for you girls to be paid. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very clear.
Yeah.
48 hours. So today and tomorrow, they'll wait.
They heard that in the news.
Well, she said they've had conversations with the exactly, and this 48 hours. So we'll wait today, tomorrow, and we'll see whether that money gets paid or not, and that's when they will decide on what to do next.
And Joseph Yobo.
Yeah, this one is coming from former Super Eagles captain, the most capped player in Nigeria. He says, "My feelings are hurt by the treatment of our champions, the Super Falcons. This issue must be resolved for the dignity of our sports people." Now, dignity of our sports people. Now, you heard from Sunday Church. She says they didn't want to go that way, but it's like they were pushed to it. They were pushed to the wall, and the only result they had to, the only option they got was actually go on the street and let the government know this is what we've been facing.
Sometimes when I try to talk about these guys, words just fail me, and all I can say is it shouldn't have gotten to this.
Exactly.
It should have.
And
it's just management. Everything rises and falls on leadership.
Yeah.
And if you know, particularly when you know that now that the Super Falcons have won the trophy, no stories. From the moment you're celebrating that they've gotten this trophy, start looking for ways to sort these girls. Shouldn't have gotten to this.
Should never have gotten to this level at all. And it's very instructive to say that Yobo used sports people. It just shows you it's been something that has been recurring for a while. And I remember what happened to the Dream Team ahead of the Rio Olympics. It's well documented, right? So it's not about the Falcons alone. It's a major headache that the sporting authorities have to just, nip in the bud, so it doesn't ever get to this level again.
But you see,
it's been happening because I have an article, by Colin Solajo, who keeps history and all that. It went down memory lane of how even as of 1985, the Flying Eagles that were, went for a tournament. Was it Flying Eagles? I think Golden Eagles or something went for a tournament and they were promised scholarship. That one of the players are even dead now, but scholarship at that level till now they didn't get it. So it's more like it. You know what? Yesterday they met with a Senate Committee on Sport. We'll just listen to what pans out during the meeting.
It was a directive from the Senate to this committee to investigate and find out why allowances or your dues has not been paid to you. And report back to the Senate. We have already sent a letter inviting the President of the NFF, the Honorable Minister, and the Permanent Secretaries for them to come and brief us. But it will also be good for you to give us your own side of the story, so that we can now arm ourselves before meeting the others.
Against Senegal, home and away, no bonuses. They give us 10,000 naira for transport after the qualification. And they ask us to go there, we pay us as soon as possible. Then after that, nothing happened. Then we came back again in the main tournament in November. $23,800 each.
Match bonuses, your camping allowances,
on the very big feat that you achieved. It's very, very unfortunate that some have chosen not to give recognition to what you have done. You can rest assured that all of us on this side, we're very, very disappointed at what has transpired. Now, having said that, let me ask you, these allowances you just mentioned, a total of 23,800 per person. And you say that constitutes allowances and bonuses, is that what it is? Now, okay, now, these allowances and bonuses, is it fixed? There's no dispute as to what each of you is entitled to before any match, is that correct? Okay.
No, it's always known.
Always known.
Their win bonuses is known. Their draw bonuses is known.
Okay, right now it's just talks and more talks, but the Super Falcons, they're waiting. All they want to hear is that sound from the bank that they have their money. Otherwise, they are going nowhere. That was the meeting with the House Committee on Sports. You saw the chairman, Solomon Ogba, Obina Ogba, deliberating with the girls. Questions are asked, and we're still waiting for answers. So let's get on with the show now. Joseph Atewe joins us on the program. Joseph, good to have you on the show.
Good morning, guys. It feels great to be back on this platform.
Okay, the last time you were here, Joseph, you got it right with your prediction that Southampton was going to beat Arsenal.
Well, going against an inconsistent team.
You got it all right. You're becoming a don with your prediction. Tell me when the Super Falcons
will get there.
They will get it today.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we could just start a laugh with this, but just good to have you. What's going on? What have you been following in the world of sports?
It has to be the Super Falcons. I think at this point we shouldn't have allowed it get to this stage. As I think the Nigerian Football Federation and the government needs to work hand to hand. We know government interference in football is a taboo, but then after you have to look at say government still have a say when it comes to football. That's why you have the sports minister, but at this point in time we don't know if we have one. But I hope the Nigerian Football Federation and the federal government will resolve things.
We can't wait for it to be resolved. Okay, we'll move straight to English Premier League now. Some matches decided overnight. And were there any surprise results? No. Okay. We'll just take a look at most of the results. Chelsea, 10 out of 10. Tayo, over to you.
Yeah, before we talk about Chelsea, Liverpool 3-0 away against Middlesbrough. Very good win. Lallana, Divock Origi still scoring as well, so they're not really missing Daniel Sturridge at the moment. Chelsea 1-0 over Sunderland. I said earlier that in the past 4-5 games with Chelsea have come close to dropping points, but they've shown character to always find a way to win. And that's one thing pundits say about champions. They always find a way to win regardless of how they're playing. Cesc Fabregas scored his first Premier League goal in that particular one. West Ham United and Burnley. Wow. Good win for West Ham. Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. I think this was the most exciting, game on the night. A lot of contentious decisions. Jose Mourinho and his team finally getting to have back-to-back wins for the first time in the Premier League in a long time. Stoke City, Southampton, that one ended goalless. Was a very close to being a snooze fest. Tottenham, very convincing win, 3-0 over Hull City, and West Brom are in a great run of form. 3-1 actually over Swansea City, and Solomon Randon with a hat-trick in that particular game. Joseph, which of these games actually gets you talking?
I think before Joseph gets talking, we'll just go for a break now. We'll come back. He'll definitely be talking more on the English Premier League. I'll just take a look at some tweets also coming from the players.